What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode. And today, we bought a car. We ain't even gonna sit around, man. We're gonna just get straight into it. Come on, let's go. Probably wondering why I copped this, right? We gotta go back. We go back to 2019. 2019, I was trying to purchase the same year, 2008. It was an all black BMW 550, right? It's a little story time for y'all. I came there initially, it looked good, it drove good. Mind you, I know issues that go along with this car. No BMW is inevitable. This one in particular, it has its fair share of issues. We've covered cars like this all day, every day, so we already know what it is, right? So I went up there. The car was actually in good shape. I actually rocked with it. It was cool. So I'm like, all right, you know, I test drove it, but I was still in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't know, maybe, maybe not. And mind you, it was more expensive then than what it was now. Got a little deal on this. So I'm like, I went home, I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna do what I need to do with it, and if it is what it is, I'll keep it. If it's not, I'll get rid of it. Came back, ready to purchase the vehicle. The moment that I pulled up, a dude was on a test drive in it. He came back, pulled up at the front of the store or the dealership with his check in hand and was like, yeah, good job, man, thanks for that, this is mine, I'm on my way. So I'm like, dang, I guess it wasn't meant to be, you feel me? But since then, I've always wanted one of these in particular, right? I appreciate this body style more than the other ones that came after it. Now, is it the best one? No, by any means. But as far as looks, I really think they jumped out the window and did something different with this one that I appreciated, right? So now we come back today, right? I purchased this car for a very good deal. It wasn't expensive at all, just cashed out on it. And it has a little issues here and there, which we will address. And I'll be honest, this is not necessarily to be purchased as a daily driver. I'm not gonna really be daily driving this. This is more of a project car in a sense, you feel me? I'll spend a little time doing things and personally working on this car as well. I'm not the most handy person, I'm not a mechanic by any means, but things that I can actually fix, I'm gonna fix. And I know a couple people that deal with BMWs in particular that could potentially help me out with this whole situation if need be and I need it, right? So that's another reason. So as you see, this car does have a few issues. One of the issues being it does need a side skirt, all right? It needs a side skirt that is not really too expensive. I can get that, that's cool. It needs another side mirror over here. The side mirror is, you know, typical BMW stuff. It's pretty much finished. I can get one of those easy, no problem, no issues. The daytime running lights. I'm sure if you have this car, you probably ran into those issues as well. I believe the wiring is frayed, so that needs to be addressed. And I'm probably gonna make it LED lights anyway, so I'm not really too worried about that. We're gonna get that out the way. It needs hood struts for the hood, right? The hood doesn't stay up, so I'm gonna jump in and buy those. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. Put those on, nothing. Bigger expenses or more costly expenses would be the brakes, all right? It needs brakes. It also needs an AC. You know it's hot out in these streets right now. We're pretty much in the summertime. You know, the weather is actually pretty official, pretty crazy right now. It's actually cool right now, but it will get hotter. So you already know weather will be an issue, especially without AC. So we're definitely going to get that done as well. And also it has a light in here for the gear shifter, right? The gear selector. The light doesn't actually pop up. Now this is also a common issue with these BMWs. That light tends to go out sometimes, and you could either replace it, or again, it could be frayed wires similar to the daytime running lights that you can address and you'll be straight, right? So I'm not looking at that as a super major issue, but it's cool. The car, believe it or not, does drive very smooth. It picks up when it needs to pick up. Also, another issue, the flappy paddles, right? The gear shifters to mess with the transmission on the steering wheel. I believe those need a clutch spring. I don't know if it's a clutch spring. Don't quote me on that. But it's something that those do need, that needs to be addressed. So those will be addressed. It shouldn't be too issue. My man's out here with the trash and all that, but it is what it is. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I will potentially work on that. It seems to be like an easy fix. You take the steering wheel off, you know, disconnect the battery, take the airbag out, get behind there, put it together, whatever. Shouldn't be too crazy. Other than that, it's like one more issue I'll let y'all know later in this video. But yeah, it definitely does seem like it's a decent car. Now mind you, how long will I keep this? Who knows? This is not something that I'm like trying to keep forever, and it's just in my collection of cars that I just love and want to keep for long term, possibly. This is something that could potentially go sooner than later, depending on really how it treats me, honestly. If it's really just a immediate headache, crazy headache, I'm going through it, I'm stressing, all of this extra stuff, then of course I get rid of it. But if it's not that and I can enjoy myself for a little bit here and there, I'll do it. Mind you, this is not necessarily designated to take the daily driver spot, but it's just something that I could have as well, that hopefully I can do content, you know, just different things, you know, of that nature. Now, again, as far as price, we'll get into that later on, but mind you, I didn't spend too much on this, so I'm not really invested crazy into this car, but we will make the necessary, I would say, moves to potentially make this worth it, right? We want to make it worth it. We want to do what we can do with this car, so that's what we will do. But yeah, man, that's pretty much why I did purchase this car. Y'all will see a little more content on this going forward. And I don't know, y'all let me know, get in the comment section below if y'all want me to just kind of do something like this with all my cars. You know, I can keep y'all in tune with what I do with them, and you know, some of the cost of ownership of a lot of these cars, stuff like that. I could definitely keep y'all in the loop, so y'all let me know if that's what y'all want to see. This is what the headlights look like when I first picked it up. You know, pretty jacked up. Okay, you know, I couldn't ride around like that, so I had to do my thing, work my magic. Okay, this is what they look like after I restored them. I think I did my thing. What you think? Definitely came out looking better than I expected, for sure. And as I expected, the wires were frayed for the daytime running lights, which is why they weren't working. So I had to do my thing and put them together. Thought I shot a video for it, but I didn't. And this is what they look like now. Maybe one day I'll replace them completely, get brand new ones, but for now, I'm gonna deal with it.